In this video, I'm going to talk about increasing my income over time, keeping expenses low, staying out of debt while investing and growing my wealth, all at 20, almost 21 years old. So if you have any interest, keep watching. So I kind of thought I would just go over kind of what got me into the position that I'm in now. Not to say that it's a, crazy position, but I would say I'm, ahead of most. And apologies for the noise. I'm just sitting near a road in a parking lot. But yeah, so basically started working when I was 16 at Chick-fil-A. Mostly started working there just because I wanted to eat more Chick-fil-A, because my family was not, wealthy when we were growing up, so Chick-fil-A was a delicacy. And I still love it to this day, but that was probably about 50% of the reason I actually went to work at Chick-fil-A, was just to eat some food. But that is when I started working. Started at 16. I mean, I didn't really, I wasn't into investing. I didn't really know about it yet. Plus at 16, you aren't even able to open a brokerage account or anything. You have to wait until you're 18. So I just worked almost 20, 30 hours a week each week while I was in high school. Honestly, just used most of that money on food, video games, saved a little bit, which actually did contribute to my investing after a while. So I had about $3,000 saved up after a couple months of working, at Chick-fil-A. And so then I moved to Outback Steakhouse as a host to kind of try and just, make a little more money, not be outside, because Chick-fil-A will make you work outside for multiple hours at a time, whether it's freezing cold outside or blazing hot. So yeah, moved to Outback, worked as a host for a couple months. Once I turned 18, that like $3,000 that I had saved was, I just immediately put it into a brokerage account. I don't recall what exactly I had put. I don't recall like what stocks I had. Oh my God. I don't recall what stocks I had put my money into at that time, but I know I at least deposited about $3,000 into my Robinhood, like right as I turned 18. And then over time, working as a server, I got a little better, so kind of increased my income just by getting better tips over time, getting better shifts, because I was like a better server. And I think, oh my God, there's so many loud cars today. Yeah, but I think I got to about 10 or 15,000 while working at Outback. Meanwhile, I graduated high school and I went to community college, just trying to save money, That was probably about $1,000 a semester. Luckily, I did have my parents who paid for pretty much all of that. I paid for the textbooks, they paid for the tuition. So they paid for my community college. And then I moved from Outback to where I'm at now, which is a loan company. And I make maybe 20, 30% more than I was at Outback. And the income is a lot more consistent. It's a lot easier for like budgeting purposes. And so I've been trying to save about $1,000 a month, invest about $1,000 a month. Sometimes it's been more than 1,000. And so I've kind of alternated my approach to investing. I have other videos about that if you want to watch, but I've just consistently invested about 1,000 or more a month. And right now I'm sitting just under 25,000 at 20 years old. So yeah. And meanwhile, while working at the loan company, I have been going through my last 2 years of college, and so I've been paying basically 100% for that tuition, books, but I'm doing it all online, which is super, super cheap at Western Carolina University. So I highly recommend looking into state schools and seeing if they have online programs, because I guarantee that you can find a school in your state that's going to have cheap tuition. And if you do it online and you're lucky enough to be able to live with your parents, you don't have to pay for room and board, get a couple free meals every once in a while, But yeah, I mean, that's been my journey so far. If you have any questions or you want me to go into depth about anything, any particular time in my life, I'd be happy to do so. But yeah, that's where I am so far, looking to keep building my wealth. Um, I'm kind of thinking of investing a little more aggressively recently, but we'll see how that turns out. So thanks for watching if you have made it this far, and I'll see ya.